Hey guys, I'm just Q and I am back with another 7 Deadly Sins video. As opposed to my very first video when I was just having fun with the game, my nice little gold guide. I am now in a guild, so progress has been made though. So let's be real though. So alright, check it out. My guild wanted me to make a nice little guild boss guide. I'm actually gonna do hard mode after this. I'm still trying to figure out, I forgot which team I used for my hard mode because I was kind of mixing, matching, having fun with it because I already got all my weekly rewards. But once I do figure that out, check out the hard mode guild boss guide, and I mean, please feel free to check out other people as well. I am a purely global player, so if it makes you feel I mean, just kind of connected to your boy, because I mean, I just played global, not JP, and I'm figuring this thing out with you guys. Hey, please join me, please subscribe, please like and comment, let me know what you want to see, different things, and I will do my best to help you out. But let's jump into this guide. So of course, for guild boss, we're looking to nuke with Jericho. So Jericho, aka JJ, she's my baby. She's bae. Like, I don't care what nobody say, she's my bae. As you can see, she only has 2 stacks on her passive right now, so I'm not looking so good for crit chance. So that's the only thing I'm worried about right now. If she does crit, however, we'll do good damage. Now we're also bringing our Gustav over here for stacks, and then also for his passive, increasing allies attack by 10%. Of course, him not taking damage. Our Gustav is for our freeze, extra 200% damage for his freeze, and then also for his passive, decreasing all enemies' resistance by the value of the hero's pierce rate at the start of the battle. So I actually increase his pierce rate. So we'll talk about everything small and detailed. And of course, Helbram is here for his rank 3 buff over here. There we go. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and pop on our cards though. So we got our rank 3 here from Gopher. So, and I keep saying Gopher because I watch Nagato. Shout out to Nagato. I watch Nagato, and I know he has an accent because I mean, obviously we're not from the same place, but it's Gopher. It's not Gopher, but I ain't gonna lie though, man. Homie be rubbing off on me. Like, I ain't even trying to do it intentionally, but go check out Nagato. Might as well. I don't talk about him. So rank 3 buff is gonna rank up our freeze. It's gonna rank up our other buff here. And then of course we're gonna try to crit with our Jericho. My crit chance is very low, so I'm not really feeling too confident, but it is what it is. I just have to do it again if I don't get it this time. And it's free. You can come in here, you can do it again, try it out. So, and she does crit right there. 2.5 million damage. Let's go. And that's exactly how you want to do that. Oh, and I actually just got a higher score. Oh man, right on this video. Okay, so that's perfect. Okay, so that's how you want to do it. So actually, let's go ahead and hop out here and check out our gear. Get a nice little explanation of what's going on and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because a lot of the strategies that I'm employing, and sorry if you hear me moving around here because I'm actually chilling, lying down. Once I get a PC, I'll be doing this at a desk. But this is a strategy a lot of top-end guilds like to employ. And it all goes with passive. So let's quickly go through this. If you guys want a gear guide, please let me know. I will explain some of the gear because it goes into what's going on, especially with Gother, but not for everyone. Gother and Gustav kind of go hand in hand with their gear. Of course, Jericho, you want to build her attack crit damage, so I'm not going to go over her gear. You can watch Nagato, you can watch Sekapoko. I actually will put their links in the description. I'm not a big YouTuber, but I do hope to grow. But I'm going to put those in the description because those videos have already been made. There's no point for me to take time and make extra videos for that right now. If you like for me to explain it specifically, hey, I will take the time and make it. But for now, I'm going to put links in the description to people I really happen to like to watch. Anywho, so for Gother, for you guys to understand exactly why you're bringing him, for his passive, increase all allies attack by 10% at the start of the next turn if the hero doesn't take damage. And this really goes into his passive. I'm reading his passive. This really goes into his gear. So we're going to go to his equipment, and right here for his defense, as you can see, my gear, I have common and I have SSR and I have defense. Now you can do this with rare. You might need a different character, I'm going to be honest with you, as opposed to how some people said it, because when I tried it, And I did watch another video about this. Rare gear seems like it won't work, honestly, for me. So I grind and I grind and I grind, especially with the stages being half stamina for free stages right now. Go grind those, get your redstones to upgrade your gear. If you want to use SSR, it will be possible. So I'm rolling his defensive gear into defense and resistance. And the reason for that is because you want to have as high as defense as possible. Actually, you need about, I say, a little bit over 9,000. And then your resistance needs to be over 80%. I have mine's at 94.3, and the reason for that is I want to be able to resist a bronze card, and I also want to be able to resist a silver card. A gold card is a whole nother story. I wouldn't even try to go that far with resistance and defense. It's going to take you a while. We probably won't even really get there until we get UR gear, definitely for like association characters and stuff like that. So, but just like with SSR gear, you're going to put UR gear on your main units first. So that's why I said it's a whole nother story. It's going to take time, a lot of time, especially if you're free to play. So, but that's what you're going to do for Gustav. You're going to roll it, mix and match into defense and resistance. And then to give him more defense, because you see my defense here, just go back to the front because I'm about to go out. 7,900 or 7,934, but out here I have 9,021, and that's because with my association here with my red lese, you want someone with an ultimate that's 6 out of 6, so they can trade 10% of their stats. Excuse me. So she's giving him 629 defense, and then just to understand why that is, we'll go into her gear as well, just a little snapshot. And I have for her defensive gear, see I have common gear, like, but you run a triple defense set, and Gustav's running also a triple defense set, so that's why he has a lot of defense. And then I roll hers purely into defense. And if you're wondering, can you use resistance on her to trade it to Gustav? Just so you know, your association units, that's why when you hold it and it comes up like this, they only trade attack, defense, and HP. They only trade the main stats, 10% of those stats, especially if they're 6 out of 6 on their ultimate. So don't roll your association unit into anything other than attack, defense, and HP for their gear, because they're not going to be giving someone crit damage or anything other than that. They're going to give them just the main 3 stats that rolls right into your CC. Alrighty, now moving on to Gustav here. And I am making sure this video is slightly long because I know YouTube has that like nice little minimum, especially if you're a new YouTuber, and I am doing this on a new channel. We have his passive. It decreases all enemies' resistance by the value of the hero's pierce rate at the start of the battle. Now, this is really good, so she can crit a lot, and as you can see, my pierce rate on my Gustav is 82.7, so he's decreasing the resistance by 82.7, so that's good. And that's gonna go right into his equipment. I got him on HP defense so he can survive, because sometimes he is really targeted. So as you can see, I roll everything into pierce rate, for his attack. And that also helps out anyway, because you don't want him to attack that that much. So I just put an HP set on him. And then also be careful though, because even with all this pierce rate and just the rare pieces, he does still slap pretty hard. You got to be careful. Like the normal boss, especially once you get a decent amount of CC, Gustav and everyone is going to slap pretty darn hard. It doesn't matter. You're getting powerful. So be careful with that. But you want to roll his gear, his attack pieces into pierce rate and up his pierce rate. Be careful with how high you go though. I would say anything between 80 and 85, you're fine. You're definitely fine. Anywhere between 80 and 85, you're fine. But anything above that, you might slap the boss too hard and might make your runs a little bit more difficult because your Gustav is doing too much damage. And you might have to get rid of one of his cards. So just be careful with how high you make his pierce rate. And as you can see, with my Arthur association, his ult is not maxed. This is SSR red Arthur, but his ult is 5 out of 6. So he is trading a decent amount of stats to Gustav. I just wanted him to have a lot of health. Like my Gunther has pretty good defense. Same with Helbram, and even with Helbram, I mean with his passive, if you don't know it, I actually go ahead and show you, because I'm not going to go over Jericho's gear. A lot of people on YouTube have done that. You should be able to put together a attack crit damage set. I mean, I'll show you what mine looks like, but I'm not going to go through it in detail. But with his passive, Death's Door, heals for 100% of defense when the hero's HP reaches 0 once per battle. So, I mean, if he does die, usually it's not until the boss tries to ult him. I mean, in all honesty, because, I mean, everybody's regenerating health every turn. So, I'm not really worried about it. If he dies, he's going to die to the ult. He's going to come back, and 9 times out of 10, the boss is then going to attack someone else. So, not really worried there. So now we're gonna check out this gear, check out the association, but we're not gonna go into it in detail. I mean, you know, her passive, increase her attack, you know, with every card she's using. But this is the attack crit damage set that I have for her. Then of course I went for a mix and match on my 2 SSR pieces up here, and just mix and match it. Don't min max it, especially if you're free to play. I mean, if you're a whale, you can do whatever you want to do. I mean, I don't care. Do what you do. You probably already got this. You probably didn't even need to really watch my video, obviously. But just mix and match, have fun if you're a free to play player. And then of course your 2 crit damage pieces are going to be here. And I'm actually going to do another guide just to let you guys know. Just let me know what you think about this. But why certain pieces go somewhere? Like why is the setup like this? You know, when you put your bracelet, your ring, your belt for attack, and then also your bracelet, ring, necklace, and belt for attack, and then your crit damage set is your earrings and your orb. Some people don't know why things are put where they're put, but I'm just putting that out there. But this is basically her gear. It's a mix and match. Got her crit damage up to 229, and then of course with the Hellbrum and Gother buff is actually above that. So you want it around about 240. And then of course triple crit damage set is better, and you'll see that in other videos if you go look for them. But this is about where you can get right now. I mean, without either breaking your wallet or doing anything different. So with your buffs, when you go in there and you buff her with Gother and Hellbrum, her crit damage is actually going to go up. Her attack's going to go up natively just because of the Gother passive stacks, giving her 10% more attack every single turn he does not take damage. And as I said before, he's going to patience the boss attacks, both the rank 1 and the rank 2 attack, because of where I have his resistance at. Now you can make it easier for yourself and put resistance food on, but you're going to lose out on the crit damage for Jericho if you're not taking crit damage food in there. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you want to patience the boss attacks with Gother. You want to have high pierce rate on your Gustav to lower the boss's resistance. And then with Jericho, go attack crit damage. Make sure you build up her passive as much as you possibly can. If you get luckier with cards and stuff, then you won't stress out when it's time to ult with her. And then, of course, we have Hellbrum for more buffs. So you're going to double buff Jericho. In a way, triple buff, because Gustav's freeze is going to give her 200% extra damage. And then, of course, like I said, take your crit damage food in there with you. This has been Q. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and tell me anything else you guys want to see. I mean, I just want to have fun with this. This is basically kind of a hobby to me. Just want to have fun, hang out, and see what a free-to-play player can pull out. So, hey, have fun, keep gaming, and stay happy. Peace.